So now we're going to move on to writing variable expressions. And the most important part of that is we're going to talk about variables. Now, a variable is a letter or symbol that represents an unknown quantity. And you've probably seen these a lot on the board, but just as an example, if I were to go ahead and write down the following, if I were to write down, let's say b plus 5, that would be, b would be the variable. And I don't know what b's value is. It could be anything. Let's say, for example, if I have this, c and 5. That means 5 times c. When a letter and number are right next to each other, that means multiplication. So 5 times c is what that means. And it could mean anything. It could mean, well, you buy 5 chocolate bars. How much does it cost? Well, it depends upon the cost of each of the chocolate bars. And until we know that, we don't know the value of that. So it's just when you have a variable that represents an unknown quantity. So an algebraic expression is a math expression that has at least one operation and at least one variable. And all these listed below have at least one variable and then at least one operation in them. So here, this is 3 plus d. The operation is addition, the variable is d. Here, this is going to be 15 divided by b. b is the variable, the operation is division. This is 6, and that little elevated dot, that means multiplication. 6 times h. So h is the variable, the operation is multiplication. Lastly here we've got a couple of different variables. This is 15 plus a in parentheses, so we do that first. And then plus c. So I don't know what the value is of a or c. They're unknowns, but those are variables. So a lot of the math we're going to be dealing with is trying to translate what we know is going on verbally into a mathematical sentence or a mathematical expression. So what I mean by that is that a lot of times you can figure things out in your head, but you can't write them down unless you figure it out in a way that to represent the symbols. So here as an example, 5 less than y. Well, when you say 5 less, that means you're going to be subtracting 5. So 5 less than y, so this is going to be y minus 5. So it's 5 less than y. 12 times the number g. Well, that's just going to be 12 times g. And p pennies added to 22 pennies. So you start off with 22 plus p. So that's what it is, and we'll be practicing this today in class, or tomorrow in class.